Okay, let's take a look at our third example. Here we have a graph f of x, and they say the graph of the linear function f is shown in the xy plane. The slope of the graph of the linear function g, which is not shown here, is 4 times the slope of the graph of f. We know the graph we know the graph of f because we can determine that from here, from the graph given to us here, and we can use that to find the slope of g, which happens to be 4 times the slope of f. And if the graph of g passes through the point 0, 4, what is the value of g9? So that means to be able to find g9, we should really be able to find g of x, which happens to be equal to mx plus b. Now, so even before we find, so to be able to define g of x, we need to find the slope of m, and we need to find the y-intercept, the g-intercept. Now, what is the slope of m? The slope of m is 4 times the slope of f. So we need to find the slope of f and multiply that by 4, and that will give us m. How about b? B is the point when x is equal to 0. So when x is equal to 0 positive, so point g0 is equal to m times 0 plus b, right? And so g0, what is g0? When g is equal to x equal to 0, g0 is negative 4 is equal to 0 plus b. And therefore, b is equal to negative 4. So actually, our g of x is therefore going to be equal to mx minus 4. That one we can tell. Now, how do we find m? Okay, now m has to be 4 times the slope of f. Now, how do we find the slope of f? Well, let's look at this here. We know that, let's pick this. If you take this point here, and let's say this point, then we can use this point. Actually, let's change the color here to say red. Maybe that probably would be the best way to do it. Let's take this. Well, I think we can still use this color here. That's fine. Let's use this color here to find. So we know that m is equal to y over x, right? So when y is 1, x is 2. This is the same thing. Remember, this is the same thing. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 thing. The same thing. That is equal to m. So here we can see that m is equal to 1 over 2. And therefore, this is m for f, right? mf. So mg will be equal to 4 times mf, which is equal to 4 times 1/2, and that is equal to 2. Therefore, our g of x can now be written as 2 of x minus 4. So we want to find g of 9. So therefore, g of 9 will be equal to 2 times 9 minus 4 is equal to 18 minus 4, and that's equal to 14. So hopefully there's 14 in there somewhere, and that is C. So this is your answer choice. Your answer choice here is C. All right, that's straightforward. So that's kind of trying to use another function to determine the behavior of another function.